Hello, everyone. Today it's a full moon in Sagittarius, which is full of encouragement, inspiration, and the truth. Every 28 days, we witness the full moon lighting up the celestial sky in all its power with serenity. If you can take out half an hour of your time to revel in its true beauty for the next 3 nights, you can actually feel and captivate its power. The empowerment that you will absorb will help you push your own goals towards completion. The enthralling experience that you'll feel will leave you transformed one way or the other. A full moon is opposite the sun in its orbit around Earth. Its sunlit side is entirely visible from the Earth, so getting its energies become worth every minute of yours. The moon appears full to the eye for 2 to 3 nights. Astrologically, the moon is a ruler of your internal emotional core, while sun rules the external part of you. It has been observed from centuries that full moons always impact you internally as you gain clarity on what's happening around you. During the full moon cycle, which lasts for 3 days before and 3 days after the exact full moon, we feel an inner turmoil. Simultaneously, our inner energies pushes us towards taking action to either put closures or renew the belief system or the structures of our life. This action is required in order to renew our physical or spiritual and our emotional needs for our sustenance. It's not unusual for deep seated emotions to rise to the surface like a volcanic explosion, nor it is uncommon for major epiphanies to take place during this time. Because the full moon is also the most potent phase of the lunar cycle, it's often a time that evokes our inner being to make major changes as we gain clarity about the people or the situations in our life. It's actually a very liberating moment that can set you free when you take your decisions fearlessly. On June 3rd tonight, the full moon will reach its peak at 11:42 p.m. Eastern Time in the sign of Sagittarius, which is a mutable fire sign ruled by Jupiter, the planet of abundance. Sagittarius is famous for being a zodiac sign of philosophical pursuits, intellectual growth, and spiritual expansion. This period implores that one must look at the big picture. It's definitely opposing the sun, which is presently in the sign of Gemini, whose lord is Mercury and believes in immediate short term benefits or instant gratifications. Sagittarius represents the world, and when this full moon takes place in its sign, it encourages you to see the fruits of your idea coming to fruition when you take the risk of venturing and manifesting new and fresh ideas. A new perspective can actually open new and interesting vistas for you. This is a period when one must keep an open mind and also be open to receiving the graces of the universe. You need to check where does Sagittarius and the sign Gemini sit in your natal chart. Which house does it reflect? That particular sector of your life needs to be balanced. So, while Sagittarius moon is encouraging change with optimism, the opposing sun in Gemini is imploring to be conservative and check your facts. Mercury, the lord of Gemini, is apprehensive and knowledgeable. Benevolent Jupiter is encouraging your inner belief system. So, both these planets need to be adhered in order to create a perfect balance in your life. In a line, I would say take steps towards a fresh life, not impulsively, but be deliberate by trusting your inner core, your inner energies, and getting your facts in order. Astrologically, Sagittarius and Gemini is known as the axis of knowledge. Mercury is known for gathering knowledge. Geminis are curious by nature, whereas Sagittarians have a far reaching perspective and interested in involving everyone. To grow in life, we definitely need a bit of both. So take steps forward fearlessly, yet gather your knowledge as you go along before deliberating. So, another point to be noted and remember is that during this profound period, your ego, which mirrors your sun, will be in direct clash with your emotional quotient. It's IQ versus EQ, and your EQ needs to be strong. So, when these luminaries are in direct opposition to one another, there is an imbalance between our yin, that is the moon, and yang, that is the sun energies. This is partly why this lunar phase is so climatic. It has a huge effect on our livelihoods, our health, and our future. So, full moon symbolizes completion. This luminary brings to light of what is felt unconsciously to a conscious state and always encourages us for doing course corrections to the existing circumstances or relationships, even perhaps bringing in closures so that you can venture into a fresh life with a new perspective. So, when the full moon in Sagittarius takes place today, that is June 3rd at 11:42 p.m. ET, you could expect moments of deja vu or revelations from the past. The astrological aspects are at play in a very intense manner. And the full moon in Sagittarius will be at 8:40 approximately Pacific time. So, with Sagittarius planetary ruler Jupiter officially transiting the security seeking sign of Taurus, there is a greater emphasis on our values and sense of self worth. Now, Jupiter in Taurus is simultaneously reminding us of what we are capable of creating, experiencing, and manifesting in this life. So, in harmony with Saturn, it continues to build our structure with a very strong, renewed belief system. This period encourages us to be ready to surrender what is irrelevant to our growth so that we can create the life that we visualize. Mercury is also in close proximity to its higher octave, the Uranus. The energy of this planet is one that looks forward to drastic changes. This planet's influences have led to the rise of rebellions and liberations. So you could expect the unexpected. With Mars and Uranus transiting Taurus, chances are this revelation revolves around our self worth, finances, and sense of security. Do check where Taurus is positioned in your natal chart and which house it reflects, as a stellium occurring in this house is bound to shake up things and situations for your betterment, though the process may seem otherwise. After being warned, the interesting part is that the full moon will form an energizing trine to Mars in Leo, and this could supercharge you with confidence. And not only supercharge you with confidence, but enthusiasm and optimism too. You must start initiating and pursuing your ultimate goals, ambitions, and your dreams. This lunation says you have the energy, determination, and faith to make things happen or work for you. If your sun sign, moon sign, or rising sign falls under any of the zodiac signs, the upcoming full moon will be surprisingly validating. Now, this full moon also squares off with inhibiting Saturn in idealistic Pisces. You may realize that you've been wearing tinted glasses when viewing certain aspects of your life. It's time to start being more independent and realistic about what you're capable of accomplishing and why. Do not underestimate your own abilities, potentials, and talents. This Sagittarius full moon encourages you to fearlessly manifest what you truly believe in. Take the chance to be progressive and get out of your comfort zone, surprise and reward yourself by doing something refreshingly fresh. In addition to this, Jupiter is magnifying the karmic vibes of the North Node in Taurus, expanding our appetite for new possibilities and contacts with a higher truth. So, without wasting time, get in touch with your inner core and realize your truth. Success is yours to seize. Just be optimistic and fearlessly embrace the changes happening around you. Renew your belief system and your higher energies. Make use of the grand cross in the universal intelligence because it's all about clearing the clutter. And while Jupiter, the planet that rules Sagittarius, is currently entangled in an intense grand cross with the nodes, Pluto and Venus, with indications for transformational breakdown, you are sure to experience opportunities for deep metamorphosis and healing. Mercury, having finally escaped its retrograde shadows, is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, a combination that will likely have some wild surprises and new realizations for us during this full moon time and for the first 2 weeks of June thereafter. May you make full use of this productive and constructive period. Cultivate a sense of trust and faith in the energies of the universe that continuously work for our benefit. Be in sync with your heart, and you will never go wrong. So, till my next, stay blessed.